Every house has a corner. I think the corner makes the house a home. When I came to this property initially, the main focus of the property was this huge, amazing lake at the back of the property, which we wanted to accentuate. Thus, we ended up finding the corner here. It's my favorite spot. CB Design helps you find your corner, your cozy corner. Welcome to CB Design Studio. As you enter the home, the one basic miss here is that it doesn't have a conventional foyer. So we created a makeshift foyer cum storage, as you will see on the right hand side of the main door. So from there on, you move in directly into the living area. We wanted to connect the TV unit with the living area, but did not want to reduce the height of the ceiling, which I mentioned earlier. So we've done a couple of cutouts. If you look at the mural, which is there at the makeshift foyer, which I mentioned earlier, we've got this simple wall art with the murals of the birds, which really bring a lot of character to the entrance. We made sure that we use the same flooring. Again, one of my most favorite genre of marble, which is the breccia. So it's opened up the whole space. So the living, the dining, the bar area, all of it has come together and it's made it a much bigger, more livable space. Thus, creating the best value for the space. I think I started the tour of this property from this corner because it's my favorite corner. So we were just talking about the number of changes we did with this particular design. Yeah, so it was like the right mix of the display as well as the storage, because they needed storage as well, plus we wanted to give the look. So I think elevating it really helped. It's separated the segment from the living area. But I think all in all, it's come out to be the best area. We are yet to celebrate here. This was another bedroom. So what we did was we've taken off the wall, created a U-shaped kitchen, given a counter here which acts as a breakfast counter as well as a your cooking preparation area, prep area. This has opened up the whole space, which is the reason why we've taken off the existing wall to a lower height, created a breakfast counter which also gives you, as I mentioned, the prep area for your cooking. And we have used printed laminates in some of the shutters, bringing in again the splash of color, mostly keeping it bland, thus increasing the space again. And we've given a small little crockery unit section above the counter, which has created the space where you can slot in your microwave. The crockery unit is on the other side, which is with the dining table. We have really experimented and done new things with it and kept it classic. They wanted to keep the option of a guest room so that if people are visiting them, then they can be around. But that was not going to be permanent. That was not going to be like a year-round thing. So what I recommended was that let's go ahead and make this into a study cum puja area, because it was getting a little busy if we were putting those in the living area. That's why we shifted to this room. And what we created was this day bed. Now what the day bed does is, during the day, if you just hanging around in this room, reading a book, or chilling with your friends, then it could just be like a settee, like a day bed. But if you've got guests over, all you need to do is pull it out and then it becomes a bed. So, but then all year through, you've got this open space. You're not blocking the space constantly. The puja unit has come out really well, and Didi loves it too. It's got this onyx paneling at the back, jali work with duco on both sides, mirror and jali on the shutters. Continuing the same on the TV unit, again simple panel with aluminium strips as grooving, pure white and gold knobs which give it that look of the mandir, the calmness. The study table, again very simple, with a little bit of storage on the top for your filing, and a gorgeous wallpaper to bring in the color. Also, what we experimented with was the padding, the fabric. We've gone for different texture, different finish, very Indian, very ethnic, very colorful.
This is my bedroom. This is how I wanted the bedroom to be done, and it's been done exactly the way I wanted it to be done. I'm really happy and satisfied with the way the room's been done.
There are a few things I would like to mention about this particular room. It is very reflective of the person who it belongs to. He's an aspiring model, very stylish, very smart. We've kept it very smart with just black, white, grey. Little splash of color through the graphics that you see in the blinds. Also, if you look at the TV unit, we've done cladding in the back panel. What that has done is that has again brought in a different color. Very bland, but still brought in a different texture into the room. My favorite bit and the biggest challenge in this room was actually the wardrobe. It's a full black mirror finish, powder coated aluminium frames, Duco paint on the loft. The home needed to be something which would stay with them for a long time, so the durability was important. Since he's a model, and I told you that that's his aspiring profession, we wanted to give him this mirror. And so we went with these exposed bulbs. We did the 3D design. If you look at the 3D design, it's pretty much exactly the same as the room has turned out. So we were just sitting here with Didi and Judhajit, thinking about the time when we started the work, which is a long time ago, actually.
Yes.
It was taken about a year or more than that. Year and a half, yeah. Because we had to do a lot of civil work, as I mentioned earlier. Also with the plumbing, changing all the shower area and all that.
That's right.
But all in all, how was your experience? Are you happy? Is there any feedback?
Yeah, the flat's been done beautifully, exactly the way we wanted it to be done. So that is very important, that it is done the way the clients want it to be done. So it's really satisfying for us, at least, on a personal point of view. From a personal point of view. Yeah.
Actually, we are neighbors also. Because I have a property in the same development. It's very risky to work for neighbors because, at 2 o'clock at night, I'm sure I'm gonna, if anything goes wrong, Didi will be like knocking on the door. So we had to take special care, we always do. But anyway, it was a pleasure, obviously, to be able to do something like that for them. This being the master bedroom and the space being less, we've kept it pretty bland. You'll see, apart from a splash of color maybe in the furnishings, and the ceiling is white with a little bit of curve happening to give it the texture. The wardrobe is what is unique. It's got fabric padding. It's a typical masaba kind of African print. Apart from that, we've got the simple dressing. The TV panel, again, keeping it very simple so that it doesn't take up so much space. I remember one of the briefs that I got is our bathrooms should look like hotels. So that is the brief we kept in mind. It is very classic. All of them, as you will see, they've got a basic marble beige finish look. The particular one with the master bedroom has got steel strips running in between the tiles instead of the typical groove that we see. So no highlighter here, keeping it classy, as we mentioned. The people whose hard work, relentless efforts and creativity, technicality brings all of this to light is my team. Specifically mentioning Shiv, our project head. Also Manosh worked pretty hard in this, running around and creating the right atmosphere. Apart from that, the whole CB team. We would not be sitting here, or standing rather, and doing any of this without my team. So a big cheers to them.